Good morning, guys. Today's lesson, we're going to use exponents to name place value units and show patterns and how to place the decimal. But first we have to understand what powers are. We're working with powers of 10. And so to start, a power of 10 is a way of representing how many times we multiply a number by itself. So 10 times 10 we all know is 100. But another way to show 10 times 10 is 10 to the second power. So this number here is a power. A power includes a base number, the big number, and a small number called the exponent. So this is a power. And then we have the small number here is called the exponent. That's going to tell us how many times we multiply the base number by itself. This big number is the base number. All right, so that means when we look at the exponent, it's going to tell us a few things. It's going to tell us how many times we multiply that big base number by itself. Here it says 2, and you see when we show it another representation, we have 10 times 10. All right, what if I asked you what 10 to the third power was? 10 to the third power is representing 10 times 10 times 10. So we have 3 factors, right? A factor is a number that we multiply by another number. When it's the same number, we can use a shorthand, put an exponent there. 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 is 1,000. So we can think about it as 10 times 10 is 100, and then 100 times 10 is 1,000. What if I asked you what 10 to the fifth power was? Well, that's going to be 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that tells us right there we have 10 multiplied by itself 5 times. Another hint I'm going to give you guys, a little shortcut, is this number 5 here. When we're talking about multiplying powers of 10, that's going to tell us how many zeros are going to end up in our number after our 1. 10 times 10 is 100. 10 times 10 is 100. So I can show this as 100 times 100 times 10. We know what 100 times 10 is. That's 1,000. Do we know what 100 times 1,000 is? Well, it's 100 groups of 1,000. It's going to be 100,000. Now look, let's count the number of zeros in 100,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. The exponent's also going to tell us how many zeros are after the 1 when we're using powers with base 10. All right, this means base 10 because the base number is a 10. Our exponent's a 5. If I asked you what 100 times 3.2 is, I think by now we all know that we're going to move the decimal because we're multiplying by 100. We could show this on our place value chart. We're going to move the decimal 2 places. Well, we're going to move the numbers 2 places to the left on our place value chart. So we would have 3,200. Now another way to show 100 times 3.2 is 10 to the second power times 3.2. That's the same. 10 to the second power is the same as 100. Okay, so when we're working with these going forward, you're going to see 10 to the third. You're just going to say, oh, that's 1,000. I know it's 10 times 10 times 10. I also know with the exponent being 3, there's going to be 3 zeros, which is what 1,000 is, a 1 with 3 zeros. All right.